YouTube, now. Sorry for the low tech right now, but on a lovely little walk. You might recognize this area, maybe you don't, I don't know. But this is the same area where we had the sunset, going to go check out the sunset, this little mountain walking path, basically. But anyways, why are we here? Well, I wanted to go on a walk. This is the day before the triathlon, so I wanted to kind of just move the legs a bit and then rest the rest of the day and then have the triathlon tomorrow. But after going on this walk, I'm mighty hungry. Mighty hungry. There's only one food that can really satisfy me in this little morning time right now, so let's go check it out. Alright YouTube, we are back in the house of Son with our delicious meal. So we stopped by Isaac Toast. I filmed it a little bit. Isaac Toast, one of my personal favorite places to hit up whenever I'm feeling like a quick brunch or a breakfast in the morning. Now unfortunately, they're not open very early. I think they open around 10:30. I got there at 10:30. I think most Isaac Toasts open at 10:30, which is a little bit of a shame. I wish that they opened a little bit earlier. It would be so nice to have this at like 6, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Oh God, this is beautiful, perfect. The best breakfast sandwich you can get in Korea from Isaac Toast. So this is a brand, Isaac Toast, maybe some of you have seen it. It's a toast brand, you can see on here. Toast is a very common dish that you can find in a lot of places in Korea, and it's most commonly found as like a street food, like street toast. Now, when I first came to Korea, I thought toast was like just, you know, bread and butter toast, basically. But no, what they call these sandwiches are toast. That's what it's called. And one of the most famous and most popular, beloved, besides Isaac Toast, are those street toasts. So the street toast commonly comes with a basic white bread, egg, lots of cabbage, ham, and cheese. That is the standard toast, and it's very easy to make, and sometimes they put a little bit of sugar or jam on the bread as well to kind of give a little bit of sweetness to balance with the savoriness of everything. I think it is one of the best meals you can get for very cheap, because it's got everything you need in one nice delicious package. But then again, I also just am a huge fan of sandwiches in general. Now, the thing that Isaac Toast does differently is that they have different variations of the sandwiches where they have their own special sauces. They have different kinds of breads. For example, this right one here is a French toast bread that they've used or made versus the plain bread. They also have a brioche bread. They have fried chicken. They have spicy chicken. They have ham and cheese. They have bacon. They have a lot of different options, and all within a 3 to 5, maybe maximum 6,000 price range. It's all very cheap, and the sets go from around 7,000, which include a nice cup of coffee, which this one I've made at home. But yes, you can get coffee, you can get these breakfast sandwiches, beautiful, delicious. My favorite spot to get a brunch. And more importantly, as someone who comes from countries where they do brunch fairly often, one of the things I have given up on when I've come to Korea is trying to find a brunch place, because they are extremely hit or miss, and most of the time they are a miss. Brunch places in Korea don't really offer actual brunch options. They tend to offer the same menu item at no matter what restaurant you go to. They say they have brunch, and it's always the same plate. It's like either scrambled eggs or an omelet with one like hot dog sausage and a side of salad. That's the brunch, and it's like the same. It's crazy. If you go to any restaurant, it's like almost a cut and paste copy of the same brunch item. And more importantly, they say they do brunch, but it's not a various item, or there aren't various items of brunch. It's just that item, that's it. And they charge a lot for it. So it's hard to find like places that serve that kind of food if you really are looking for it when you come to Korea. Now, to be fair, it's Korea. It's not, you know, America. It's not France. It's not Europe. It's not those countries. So, you know, that's totally fair if you can't find them. But Isaac Toast, I think, does a very good job of serving up that brunch feeling because of toast. Also, recently, I didn't know Isaac Toast is a Christian company. No idea. I saw it on the wall. They had like the scriptures on there. I was like, oh, I guess that's where they got the name. But anyways, let's dive into the sandwiches themselves. So I've got this one here today. This is not the basic one. This is the potato special. So we've got my personal favorite, hash brown, in the middle, some bacon, cabbage, cheese, and a little bit of egg. Let's dive in. Fantastic. That is so good. One of the reasons I like Isaac Toast, other than that it's cheap breakfast food, is that it's one of the few places where I can get a hash brown. Hash brown, well, you know, it's kind of hard to find in Korea. You can find them, again, Isaac Toast being the best place to get hash browns. But most menu items involving potatoes are usually in the form of a stew, not fried, other than, you know, maybe French fries. So it's nice to have that crunchy, fried, soft potato that I love, that little potato wedge of just raw goodness that I'm used to. So thank you, Isaac Toast, for being able to provide that for me. It's really, really nice. All right, let's try the French toast. So this is a version of the classic. The only difference is that it's on French toast bread. So let's see if it's good French toast. Oh, that combination is so good. There's a little bit of corn in my sandwich. That's a top tier sandwich. That French toast bread, it's got that exact sponginess that you get out of a French toast. Lightly sweet, and actually not too sweet considering that it's you know, bread made in Korea. Not too sweet, but it combines so well with like the cheese, the ham, the egg. Oh, such a good combination. I imagine this is the feeling that people get when they try a big griddle from McDonald's, but this is clearly the healthier option. Well, maybe it's not, I don't know. But my personal favorite option, because McGriddle's a little greasy, well, kind of too hard to hold in the hands, and it's not as big as an Isaac Toast. And obviously I've been to Isaac Toast before, but I've never actually shown it off on video. And I feel like that's a shame, because a lot of people come to Korea, they're looking for unique Korean food, they're looking for things to eat. But more importantly, some people are looking for menu items that they want to save money on, but still get a good value out of. Isaac Toast really is truly one of the best places to get a good value and good food out of your money, basically. And this will keep you energized all day. It's carbs, meat, eggs. It's got everything you need. And you can find Isaac Toast almost anywhere. They are on almost all corners of any place you go to. Even though there's Pear Spaghetti that exists everywhere, Pear Spaghetti I think definitely is not as good. They do sell breakfast stuff similar to this, but the prices are more expensive compared to what you get. Like one breakfast sandwich there might be around 2,800 to 3,500. And it might be cheaper than this sandwich, but the size is much smaller and the quality just is not as good. So if you can find yourself next to an Isaac Toast, for example, if you're booking a hotel near Myeongdong or Dongdaemun, you'll definitely have an Isaac Toast near you. This is like such a good go-to breakfast. And again, you're not really eating something that's foreign, you're eating something that is primarily made in Korea. Toast is unique to Korea. As I said before, this started off as a common street food. You'd find this everywhere, and you can still find places or people selling toast, and there's some that are even like really famous that people go to all the time, especially near the markets. But if you just want to kind of try something a little bit different, or you want to have more unique flavors, basically, go to Isaac Toast. It is a bit of a shame though. One of the reasons I wanted to go to, aside from, you know, recording, is that they were doing a Pokemon event for it, but they ran out of the Pokemon items, unfortunately, so didn't get one of those, but that's fine. Still got a delicious meal. Anyways, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're looking for a new or just a completely different spot to get some quick, easy, delicious eats, go to Isaac Toast. I highly, highly recommend. You're not going to be disappointed. All right, YouTube, thanks for watching for another awesome video. See you next time.